Hello Cancer, and welcome to your monthly reading for December. Let's jump straight on in. Let's give the cards a good shuffle. I keep saying good cards to shuffle, which they are definitely. So, thank you guides and spirits for being with us today. If you could give us a message for Cancer's December, please. I would feel all of the gratitude if you could help us discover what's coming up for Cancer in December. Alright, so let's lay out the cards. Ooh, already we've got one. Perfect. Queen of Swords in the center of this month. Perfect. All right, beautiful. So let's take a look at the overall energy. Give us a message just for the overall energy of Cancer during December, please. And we have the Weaver. So how I see the Weaver is more like the magician, like you are creating. I'm hearing healing as well. So I don't know if you're weaving or, planting seeds in order to create something. The Weaver. And you've got the beautiful Ouroboros symbol on this card as well, which does represent an infinity. Amazing. All right, so let's dive on in, Cancer. Perfect. So in the heart of this month's energy, you have the Queen of Swords. I really like the Queen of Swords. She's a no bullshit kind of queen. But also what I mean by that is that any fogginess, she has now gained clarity. It's a bit much even. She's now gained clarity. So all of these cards that were lurking before, or this heavy mist, is now clear where her head is. So she's done a lot of work just to clarify the situation, or clarify and understand anything that is happening. I'm also getting a sense of freedom with this card as well. So I feel like, I don't know if you feel a bit clouded or feel a bit oppressed in some way, but there is definitely a clarity and a freedom within this sense for you this month. So whatever work you have been putting in is definitely paying off. In the energy crossing you, you have the Six of Wands in reversed. I'm getting the feeling like maybe you're shying away. I'll just try and cover my face. Maybe you're shying away from something. And I don't know if this is somebody in particular, if somebody has said something to cause like an insecurity, or maybe you're feeling an insecurity about something. Bear with me this way. So I'm not sure if you're feeling like a sense of that you're shying away. I don't know if this is more like a hiding kind of energy, like you're hiding away from somebody or the public, or it's really interesting, the feelings that I'm sensing, the sensations I'm feeling with this card. So could we have a clarifier please for the Six of Wands? Could we have the clarifier for the Six of Wands, please? And we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel this is mostly, so you got two sixes. I originally thought that this was more family related, but I don't think it's more family related. Trying to understand the two sixes. So two sixes usually I see as a good thing. But six for me represents like love, a foundation, the people closest around you, like a feeling of wholeness. Six of Pentacles. I'm feeling like you are sharing so much that this, I don't know, or maybe you've been in a position where you have shared so much that now you're feeling like people are just taking advantage of you. So now this is where you're shying away from. So yeah, I'm feeling it's more of a self-preservation or self-protection energy, and maybe there possibly wasn't boundaries left initially, and now you feel like it's gone past the point where you're able to like put that boundary up, is essentially what I'm feeling from this card. Let me know if that resonates with you. That's the energy crossing you. So this is, preventing you from being in that full Queen of Swords energy. And like I said, the Queen of Swords is an OBS kind of queen. So the fact you've got this crossing you, I feel like it's just to let you know that there's possible boundaries work that needs to happen, or just letting yourself know that you can set those boundaries. You can tell people when to back off. You are in a position to take full control of yourself and to not have to shy away just to feel more comfortable with others around you. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is like a wish fulfillment card. I really see this as like the genie card. So all these cups in the background here is everything that you have fulfilled. It's everything that you've created, you've put your heart and work and soul's work into creating, and you have managed to get that feedback or that growth back from that. So it's a super stable card. It's very nurturing, and knowing that in kind of luck is on your side, but also that you've done the work to allow those doors to open for you in the first place. So that's in the recent past, which is really wonderful. So I'm getting like a sense of fulfillment and achievement from that. Like you've achieved what it is that you set yourself out to. Maybe hasn't quite manifested in total just yet, but you've definitely got those cups, those little ducks in the line. Moving forward, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is it's more like a tongue and wit kind of card, is how I see the Seven of Swords. Yes, the figure here is taking those swords, but I feel this is more to prevent something from happening. So like you are taking action to prevent something from happening. I don't know if maybe you're kind of putting into conversation about an action that you want to take, or where it is you want to go for the holidays, or so you're kind of like seeding, is that a way? I don't know, I'm just kind of seeing like a conversation happening, but you're leaving like little trails of hints, Easter eggs, I guess. You're leaving Easter eggs with people about your whereabouts, about what's going to happen, about what it is that you want to do, or what it is that you want to achieve. So you're kind of like breadcrumbing, maybe that's the word, breadcrumbing. So you're kind of setting things up before something actually happens. I'm feeling that this is more of a preservation to not let anybody talk you out of something that you've already made your mind up about. And maybe that is to do with, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands that did show in the crossing energy. Kind of a very cunning, but also I think it's going to work. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. In the crown, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is the card of stability. It's a card of growth. It's a card of maturity. Also, a protection. Not so much overbearing or overbearingly protective, but it's all of those in one. So I'm feeling like this growth that you have created, or that you have grown, you're now preserving that. So I feel like there's a preservation is the word. So there's now a preservation with what it is that you have grown, and I'm feeling like you're keeping matters to heart as well. So I also am feeling that maybe it is to do with the Seven of Swords here. You're keeping matters to heart, so you don't want to say everything out too soon, so you're just kind of leaving the breadcrumbs around and keeping this matter to heart because it's something you truly care about, and you don't want anybody to take this idea from you, or to change that in any way. In the subconscious position, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is, I see the Knight of Cups more as a pure action card. And what I mean by pure, acting upon integrity. You know, your words matter because they are magic at the end of the day. Words aren't magic, but there's also that integrity behind this drive. So this decision that you've made is leading you to follow your heart and follow your gut, and you are now leading with that. But I think this is like uplifting your energy and showing that you can essentially reach the impossible. You can achieve what you thought would be impossible. I think that's really amazing. There's also an emotional stability behind this card as well. I'm just feeling a lot of grace and elegance, like going ahead, moving forward. I feel like you've done the work of planning, you've put in the stability, and what I mean by that is the stabilizers, shall we say. So you've already plotted these little, I don't know, goals, not so much goals. You've already put in the work to stabilize yourself to move forward. The easiest way I could explain it. Now, in the advice position, you have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is a feeling of kind of, excuse me. The Ten of Swords is kind of feeling like everything's about to end, you know, feeling the heaviest burden. But how I see the Ten of Swords is that it is that you're at the worst place. Not that that sounds great. You're at the worst place. It can only get better. You know, this is the turnaround. So whatever you have been feeling, how heavy that or oppressed that you have been feeling is about to lift. Just hang in there just a little bit longer. But this is the end of the cycle, is what Spirit is telling me as well. Also, in this card, you've got, I don't know if you can see, do you see the hand position here? So that is just like the magician, you know, when he puts his hand here. That is just like the magician. And also because you do have the Weaver card here in your overall energy, like you are creating. I feel like because this is in the advice position, you have already set in stone things and your plans to move forward, and the creation of that is your creation at the end of the day. Like this is going to start when you flick that lighter switch and ignite that flame, and your drive is just going to take you the rest of the way. And I'm hearing the only way is up, baby. Please don't copyright me. So yeah, definitely hang in there with the Ten of Swords. It feels a bit heavy within the card. I know it looks a bit scary just because there's so much darkness in the card, but that darkness is being uplifted if you just persevere just for a little bit longer. In your external influence, you have the Hierophant. So I don't know if maybe you're thinking about studying, if you would like to delve into a subject a little bit deeper, if you would want to, I don't know, plan, ask for advice. You get this is what I see with the Hierophant here. So like there is a leader and you're seeking some kind of leadership, not for you to lead as such, but for you to gain wisdom, for you to gain knowledge about the situation, for you to gain any information that you can in order to help you succeed. And at the end of the day, that's all we're striving for, is success. So I'm feeling like there's like a higher cause implemented within the next month, and this could even be, you know, someone of wisdom. This could be a parental figure, this could be a grandparental figure, this could be a friend. There's definitely a mature aspect of this, so that's why I'm kind of feeling like it's an older presence, or no, sorry, that was for the other reading. Yeah, I was going to say it's possibly a messenger, but I'm feeling like there's an older wisdomous presence in your life that it does have the advice. You just need to ask. And also, you've got the hands gesture again. The hands gesture of the Ten of Swords here, and also, where is it? The Hierophant is just showing us there. In the hopes and fears, you have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is a card of defense. It's protecting what you find near and dear to your heart at the end of the day, and that's absolutely fine. But also, you could there's a possibility of being too defensive about something and too protective, that you're preventing information coming in, or you're preventing a situation from happening because you're so standoffish, is what I'm hearing. But you are standing your ground. The only advice that's coming through is just to try and stay open-minded about something. If it's not feeling right for you, then that's absolutely okay, but at least maybe you've heard the other side. And your final outcome, you have the Empress. So this could lead to pregnancy. You could be a new parent this month, or finding information. This could be a friend really close to you, possibly falling pregnant. But it is the creation of something. It's the birth of something. You know, the Empress is well, usually she's pregnant. It's the birth of something. But she's like the matriarch. She's the mother of all mothers, and divine feminine wisdom. I'm also seeing how many stars is in her crown here as well. If you are a dreamer, I feel that maybe it's worth keeping a dream journal close to you, or something where you can log your dreams, because I am getting the message that you are receiving guidance and information through your dreams, or your higher self. So, you know, whether you're taking a walk in nature, you are getting guidance and messages from your higher self. Just try to stay open to that, and these can come in all shapes, matters, forms and sizes. You know, it could be a repetitive number, it could be maybe a word or a title of a song that comes up in conversation, not only on the radio, not only on, I don't know, wherever listening platform you're on. It could come up randomly in conversation, but you've got like this repeating word or this repeating phrase that's also significant. Just messages like that, basically. Yeah, so super like beautiful time. I see a moment of growth and prosperity, and sorry if I said that incorrectly. The birth of something, the creation of something, and stepping into the divine feminine energy. So such a beautiful reading for you this month, Cancer. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end. If you could like, share, subscribe to the channel, I would super appreciate it. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again soon. If you would like a personal reading, I have left my information in the information box down below, so let me know. Thank you so much.